Did you read this week's ATD letter? I hit a topic for discussion about time and purpose, and it really hit home for me. As I celebrate another year of life, I'm reminded of the pillars that hold up my world: God, family, and lifting, or acts of service. These aren't just aspects of my life, they are the essence of a purpose driven existence as a father. As we get older, we become aware of our initial D Day. Life is not short. No, life is precious. Make every moment count. Another day. Attack today. What's up? I'm Drew, and this is the ATD Chronicles, where I unload insights from the ATD letter that goes out every week to help you engineer tools to attack the day. So today I want to go into topics about how do we harness a mastery method. This mastery method will help you to get a better understanding of your family, your loved ones, your kids. And with this mastery method, it allows you to figure out ways to navigate challenges in life. So this week, I celebrated turning 39. And I did a post about 39 things I learned in 39 years. And I might do a video about that. Let me know in the comments if you would love to see a video about 39 things. I probably wouldn't go over every last one, just the highlights. So with me turning 39, it gave me a great opportunity to reflect on a lot of different things that transpired in my life. And over these past 39 years, it's been ups and downs like anybody else. But each year we want to do things to make us better. Each year you want to be further along than you were last year. And that's something that I constantly work on. It's constantly in the back of my brain, in my conscious, just something that I need to constantly be focused on to make sure that I'm progressing and moving forward. So I talked about life not being short, life being precious. The only people life is short for are drug dealers, crack addicts, people with life-threatening illnesses, and just people when, God calls you home early. But most of the time it's not short. Most people in my family live to be 80 plus. I got some that live to be 96. So when I think about 39, technically I got about 50 to 60 more years left. So that's not really a short life, at least not in my opinion. So living a meaningful life, living a life with purpose, building a legacy, all the things that a father must do, you have to be focused on your legacy, and you need to have pillars of life. So my pillars of life are God, family, and lifting, acts of service, right? So first and foremost, I want to dive deep into God, right? And God can be categorized for those that see it, gauge it differently: Yahweh, Allah, spirit, source, the universe. However you acknowledge that there's a higher power, right? There's only one. And the idea of God, the whole concept is it acts outside of time, and it acts outside of everything that we know to be true. That's the only way God can create, and the only way creation can happen is it has to essentially be outside of the construct of life as we know it. So one of the things as life has gone and progressed for me, I noticed is I only called on God, and I only called on that pillar of life for myself when times got hard. So when you think about it, like I struggled with PTSD, had small bouts of suicide, right? And just life in general, wanting to get a divorce, wanting to do any of those things that you and I have all experienced, caused me to be in a situation where that's when I want to call on God, right? It wasn't until life got hard, my back is against the wall, right, that I decided to fight and move forward with the power of God, right? To call on his name. Oftentimes we call on God, we call on help when you could have called on help from the get, right? And that's one of the things that moving forward with being a 1 year further under the sun, I decided that God, I always say, is going to be first and foremost in my life. But how often do you do that? Not too often. I mean, we say we do, But if you put God in everything that you do and you put him first, then a lot of times your back wouldn't be up against the wall, or at least you wouldn't feel that way. You wouldn't feel like, in my case, with PTSD, with suicide, with different thoughts, intrusive thoughts that may attack you at times, you wouldn't have that issue if you put him first. So that's one of my main things, right? I'm making sure I do that this year, no matter what, God first and everything, and not just saying it. I'm actually going to put him first and everything. And so that brings me to my next pillar, family. Family is important because family is all about community and building a legacy, right? So if you are a man, when you build a family, right? Because that's what you're doing when you decide to take a wife and you decide to plant your seed and you decide to grow, these children, right? And raise them up. It's a lot that goes in that. And a lot of that transforms and changes you. You don't even realize it. All the flaws, all the issues that you have in life, it doesn't matter. You learn how to push forward. At least you should. You should learn how to push forward. Children can be the driving force that keep you driven and focused on attaining and reaching a certain level of success, autonomy, and growth and goals. So you have to be mindful of all of that. And one of the things with my family I recognize is by watching and witnessing their growth, they constantly reflect back and let me see where and how far I've come and how far I'm going, moving forward. And then the next pillar of life, right? Lifting for me, acts of service. Now, lifting started for me in the beginning when I came up with this concept of God, family, lifting, GFL. It came from an idea of lifting others up through lifting weights, through exercise. And it's one of the main things that I believe every man, you need to be, I won't say jacked, but you need to have something. Like I love to strengthen my muscles and push the human condition to its peak with push-ups, pull-ups, lifting heavy things. Now I'm on a whole nother journey with pushing myself on an execution of, being more athletic, being more flexible. And those things is what help you to be kind of well-rounded, full circle, So that's one of the main things with lifting others up. But lifting others up also includes acts of service. Like, what is it that you're good at? What is it that you can bring to the world? What is it that you can be impactful with? And one of the things I can be impactful with is, I have skill sets in barbering, I have skill sets in marketing, I have skill sets in as a realtor, data analytics, IT, so I take all that and I deal with consulting and helping other fathers, other men to reach their goal of making six figures, doing something they love outside of the 9 to 5, or helping them to find that through other avenues. And so, because that's something I've done, so I would only help you. I can't help you to make $1 million because I ain't made it yet. So that's something that I help people do, or I help men to figure and target getting better in shape. So that's something I do. And so one of the things that led into is recognizing that with all those skills and all those attributes that I have, how can I help my family to get to the next level? How can I help my wife to get to the next level? Because these are the main people I need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And when I say, let me correct myself, not deal with, these are the main people I need to be focused on. So it's a video, that I watch. I'm heavy into this TV show called Arrow. And it's been out for years and it's been off air and it's on Netflix, right? So check it out. You might like it. But Arrow, there's a scene. I'll probably put the clip in here.
Because I got away from you. We were never supposed to have partners. There was never supposed to be a John Diggle, a Felicity Smoke, a Team Arrow. There was never supposed to be a Green Arrow. There was only the mission. I lost sight of that. You lost your city! And now, you know what you have to do to get it back.
If that doesn't move you, I don't know what is, right? So if you have something you're working on, something you're trying to do, something you want to do, and then you realize that you fell short of your mission, man, like I've been talking about, Pillars of Life, and there's a song by Kevin Gates, right? And it's called The Ceremony. And he has a line in there, a bar in there where he says, a man fall in love when he follow or when he finds his mission? So put that in the comments if I manipulated or made it incorrect. But at the same time, it doesn't matter because that's how I interpret it, right? That's my perspective from it. So that verse, and when I hear that verse, that puts power behind them words, right? I listen to that almost every single day because my mission is my family. My mission is everything that I'm working on, right? So when I fall short, or when I was falling short of that mission and what I needed to be focused on, it was like, that was only the mission. That was my only mission, my family. Like once you become a father, that is your only mission in life, is to make sure that your kids, your wife, everybody grows in that manifestation of what you embody, what that seed created in that legacy, is to make sure it flourishes and it grows into a strong oak tree. You know what I mean? So that's one of the main things that I'm most passionate about. Like in this 39 year, it's all about my family. It's all about being focused, and it's all about getting them to the next level, right? Because if I get them to the next level, then that means that I'm going to the next level, and I will hit that millionaire status. You know, it's something I write down. It's one of the things I enjoy doing. You know, I read a book called Ninja Selling, and it talks about writing the things that you want to affirm, the things that you are praying for, write them as if you already have them. So one of the things I write is I enjoy having $10 million every year coming in from all the different things, from intellectual properties, from helping men and women to reach their goals, from selling real estate, all the things, all the skill sets I have, I make sure I put that energy out there. But keep in mind, you put that energy out there, you got to be prepared for what comes from that, what you got to do. And the main thing that I help my family and I help other people that I show how to accomplish these things and these tasks is something called the mastery method, right? The mastery method goes through a series of questions. Some of them include 7 whys, right? Asking yourself repeatedly over and over for each particular thing that you are asking for each particular thing that you want to accomplish. Why? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? Why? And when you get to the end, you have a deeper understanding of what it is you're doing and how you're trying to accomplish it. So I urge you to take a look at the letter so you can go ahead and accomplish your ideal lifestyle. And I don't want to go all the details on the video because I want you to go read. You know, reading is power. And if you want somebody to have something, or you don't want them to have something, go put it in the book. So it determines how serious you are. And the book that I'm writing isn't out yet, but you can start reading it now by subscribing to the ATD letter. The ATD letter goes out every week, and it gives you actionable steps to attack the day, engineer the lifestyle that you want. Man, with this mastery method, it allows you to find out your anti-vision, find out your fears, find out your wants, your desires, and then you can take all of that, you can put it together, you can pray, you can meditate on it, and you can make sure that it happens. And you know, if things are not challenging, they won't change you. And one of the things everybody needs, you need challenges. If you do not have challenges, you will not change. Chaos is challenge. So when there's chaos and there's challenge, then you change. And so one of the things I like to do every quarter, every so often, is I like to invoke a challenge. I like to invoke a small controlled amount of chaos into my life. So I have something what's called the AD 45 challenge, the Attack the Day 45 Days to Standards challenge. And this allows you to set new standards and transform your life and embark on a new journey. So it's something I do with my whole family, and we just finished ours, and you can start yours now. So the link will be in the description here. The AD 45 right now is a great way to do it with your family, to do it with loved ones, and to join in and join the community and do it for yourself. But if you want challenge and you want change, it can be done in a heartbeat, in an instant, but you just have to take the first step. So with that being said, this is the ATD Chronicles. I switched it up again. I think I like this flow better. I hope you gained some insight from it. I hope you gained what you needed from it. And as always, you can always reach out. I want you to like, I want you to share this, and I want you to subscribe. If anybody you know needs further assistance or wants to have wants to tap in and have a conversation, the links are down at the bottom. I'm always open to conversate and open up, and let's figure out some solutions to your problems. But as always, the road ahead is long and hard. No place for the weak. You must be a warrior. Attack the day.